If you want, you can talk at the end. So I'm going to sit a little bit. If something doesn't feel right sitting, please lie down, because all we're going to do is really take a moment to settle down. And if the back is not happy sitting, just lie down. Okay. So really be respectful of your bodies. And in this, I'm sitting on a blanket, propping myself a little bit. And we're just going to take a little bit of a mindful transition to ourselves. So if you want to lie down, you can even sit against the wall and just close your eyes. Close your eyes and feel the eyelids coming over your eyes and your eyes just floating in the back of your head, relaxing as we start noticing our spontaneous breaths flowing in and out. So please don't try to change it. Don't try to count it. Don't try to manipulate it. Just let it be as gentle, as natural, as continuous as you can. Noticing um, the thoughts. I want you to don't worry today about just not finding and trying to not think. I want you to really feel that you're having thoughts, and I want you to allow them to come and being aware of them, each one and another, even labeling them and seeing them, kind of like um, sending a sensation of kindness to each thought that you have. Just let them come, let them go, and continue sitting or lying down and breathing into these sensations, into these moments of centering with a long spine, relaxed face and shoulders. Continuing a little bit longer, finding that this is going to come and bring us into ourselves, into practicing a little bit more patience, into practicing kindness, resilience, and compassion. So all of these, welcome them to your practice. Practice with awareness and consciousness of how you are, feeling probably a little bit impatient sometimes here. How long are we going to be here? And sometimes this is the hardest part, just to sit in your seat bones and having thoughts come in and come out. So that's the practice, to allow ourselves permission to sit and feel and notice things, observing as if it wasn't even you, observing your thoughts, observing your mind, observing the fluctuations of the mind. So this is one of the also the meanings of the yoga, is trying to control the fluctuations of the mind. And it's a practice, like everything. We just do a little bit every day. I confess to you that I don't. I practice a little bit with you because you know why? Because life. So continue maybe a couple more, sensing that the breath is now into some kind of rhythm, that you're maintaining a very gentle, um, elegant rise through your spine, sitting down. If at any moment you need to change your legs or your position, please do that. Continue noticing the thoughts, the mind, the face, the front, the back, the top, the bottom, and how the breath sort of moves gently, opening the heart softening down. And allow yourself now in this sitting to set an intention for your practice, set some kind of attention, intention, dedication, a wish for your practice. It's just something you would like to invite into your hour, maybe just to be more joyful, maybe just to breathe better, maybe just to feel better in your bodies, to have some more flexibility, anything that arises, even dedicating this practice to someone, to something, or just thinking to get more kindness, more resilience, more compassion, to be better to yourself. And when you are ready, just with that gentle way, even keeping your eyes closed, and you're just going to go onto your back. So take a moment to lie down. If you're lying down, great, you're already there, and just place your feet down. So don't lie down with the legs long, just lie down with the feet flat and the knees bent. And then just for a couple of breaths, just feel the breath here. And maybe bring the hand at the heart, the left hand at the heart, the right on the belly. Breathe here. Breathe through your hands. Sense the sensation of the changing of the posture, or the hands feeling more touch with yourself and with the places where you feel a little bit of subtle movements with the breath coming in and the breath exhaling. Release your hands. So you're going to just maybe lengthen the hands so you can almost touch the heels, almost feel like the heels are very close. They don't have to touch. Don't strain by not touching the heels, but just have the heels as close as possible, not too far away, a little wider. And then with this, we're going to start with our bridge, but we're going to hold it. So place your feet, push your feet, the four corners of your feet really pressing. Arms can remain on the sides of your body. You can even do a little bit of robot arms of the hands kind of over your shoulders, then wrist facing each other, and lift your hips up. And then you're going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in. Notice the belly rising. Engage your glutes. Exhaling. Try to not buckle your knees out and in. Just have them facing forward, reaching forward. Keep breathing. And last one, engage, get a little more, breathe in. Please lower down gently, lower at your own pace, lower the upper back, the mid back, feel your low back and the back of your pelvis. Very good. Release your arms out. This is called like a goalpost arm. So they look like 90 degrees, elbows. Open the feet, open the knees a little wider, feet almost touching the edges of the mat. And let the knees go to your right. Look over to your left. Stretch your hips, open the rib cage, open the shoulders. Breathe here. And then center. Make sure you're center. Make sure you're not over the place. Make sure the legs didn't move. The feet are pressed, and let them drop to the second side and gaze over away from the knees. Knees left, gaze right. And let's go a little faster. We'll do just one more time each side. Knees right, gaze left. Soften your face. See that your knees are just using the gravity to open. And center and other side. Come back to center. And then bring your arms closer. You're going to just roll the wrist here. The arms are over your shoulders, rolling the wrist in and out. See, maybe you lift one foot, maybe the other. Feet are floating, and then roll the ankles, roll the wrist in, out. Doesn't matter. Maybe both to the right, maybe both to the left. See that maybe sound some crackles, some noises here. That's okay. Then you're going to just hug your knees, bring them a little closer, hug them in, and feel your low back almost flat to your mat. Breathe here. I'm going to do a little bit of core just to wake up the body, the core, the whole energy, really shifting as we enter into a little bit of core. So you're going to have one leg lengthen and the other one just a little bit forward in an angle. Okay, don't lift the shoulders yet and just change the leg. So notice the back leg is not going down. So just about maybe 45, 60 degrees, and then just switch it. My legs are also not, try to be straight if you want to straighten. So I did two on this side. I'm going to do now adding on, my shoulders are going to lift. I'm going to hold my head and I'm going to look at my legs, shifting side to side. And then again, you don't have to lower. The more you lower, the more work. Okay, let's do one and one more. And you're going to just bring your knees in and then feet together, knees out. So open wide. You can also rest for a little bit. Relax your shoulders and head. And then we're going to lift just about 4 times. So exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. If you want more, you reach your hands. Maybe you try to interlace your fingers, you point to your toes. You lower and lift, exhaling and inhaling. And you can also not lift and just have your legs come in a little bit in and out. You can do both. And then we're going to just relax your shoulders, your head, and bring your knees in. You're just going to stay in this kind of like a supine child's pose. Just relax, rock a little side to side. Soften your low back, soften the breath. Come to child's pose, so you can just kind of widen the legs. You can have the hands around your knees or even hug behind the legs, kind of have your head, legs kind of floating, or you can have a more engaged happy baby, whatever is your thoughts. Remember, we went into that little meditation, so we get a little more intuitive into your bodies and how you want to work more, you want to stay in a sensible decision of how much you want to work today. All right, we're going to just roll to your side, or you can rock and roll by crossing at the ankles and roll over your feet, or you can just roll over to your side. And we're going to actually come back up, kind of standing up. Okay, so very gently stand up. So you can use some blocks if you want to. Come onto your knees, step one foot, step the other, and come up onto your feet. And acknowledge your feet, acknowledge all the corners, 4 corners. There's the big toe and there's the pinky toe. And I'm going to just change the screen just a little bit. So I really feel both feet. I'm not with the feet together. I'm not too far apart, just about Comfortable, narrow hips, hands next to your body. And breathe here. And then open the legs just a tiny bit, tiny bit. Bend your legs, just soften your knees and allow your arms to go side to side. So your feet are not moving, your feet are planted. You let your arms go around you. Maybe you even gaze to the back. And you can again keep your knees a little bit bent. And you can go a little faster. And you can even bring your arms over your head. And you can turn as you bring your hands over your head, or you can keep your hands around your low back and hips, and you can switch a little bit. So really changing the energy, going maybe a little faster, and then slowing down, go back to the hands lower. And then you're going to allow your arms and your body to come to stillness. You're going to lift your arms up and hands together at the heart. To more like that. So imagine that you are going to really open your fingertips as you bring vitality and good energy and bring the hands to the heart, all of these to yourself. And one more, reaching out, looking up if you want to your hands. And then allow your arms to fold to your heart. And then close your eyes again and breathe here. Breathe the breath that we did. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe soften your gaze. Allow your eyes to soften. Jaw is unhinged. Shoulders relaxed, but feet really planted, feeling the energy through all the corners of your legs and through your feet. Reach your arms, going to start lowering down. So take your time. I'm just going to go to the top of your mat. Allow your arms to rise and reach and dive down, either bending the legs or rolling to the fingers, coming all the way to the floor or to blocks. I'm just going to show you with the blocks. You can have the hands on the blocks. And then you can either have the hands here on the blocks and lift halfway, so you almost get like a flat back sensation, or you can have the hands to the shins or to the knees, flat back. Look a little bit forward, lengthen your neck, and you're going to fold. You're going to fold, 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 fold. Bring your hands interlaced, bring them behind your head. If that's too much, you can just grab the elbows. If it's also too much, just come back to the first option with the hands on the blocks or floor. I'm going to interlace my fingers, my elbows wide, and with these bending my legs, I'm going to rise up again. With the hands behind your head, hold the head, elbows wide, take a break, breathe here, and then reach your arms all the way up and all the way to the sides, and then again, go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, folding down, either with bent legs, hands to floor, folding forward, head is heavy. Arms can go on the elbows. You can do this one here. You can also not do anything and just allow yourself to come up. Rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. I'm holding my interlaced hands behind my head. Elbows come up. Head comes up last. Press your feet, open up. And then lift your arms over and stretch up. Lengthen through the arms, through the fingertips. Release your fingers and fold. We're going to step back with the right. We're going to step back with the left. You're going to bring your knees down and you're going to take a child's pose. So just allow yourself to sit, have your hands forward, extend the child's pose with the head lowering to a block. Or if you like, also you can put two hands, two fists over one on top of each other and rest your forehead or your third eye. I'm having my arms forward to extend the child's pose, reaching your fingers as much as you can forward. And acknowledging here a little bit of softening at your belly, at your shoulders, at your back, reaching forward, sitting back. And slowly come on up, come onto the knees. And just see where your feet are. You can tuck your toes to stretch the bottom of your feet. And you're going to have one hand turning out to the edge of the right, one hand turning to the left, go a little side to side. And then go back, stretch your toes. And then turn the fingers maybe one at a time, fingers to the knee, maybe both. See if you can stretch the bottom of your wrist and the bottom of your feet. You don't have to go back. You can just stay here, bend one elbow, bend the other. You bend the elbows, you get a little more sensation. Stretching all the joints, pressing. And then allow your hands to just shake out and then shake out. Hands and knees, normalize your hands. You can keep your toes tucked or press them down and then do a little bit of inhale. Tail up, head up, and then round like a cat. Do a couple of these, rounding and arching very slowly, very mindfully, feeling your whole spine, feeling the breath. Really wonderful. Almost this one is also like you can do it very meditative with your breath and your movement syncing, and also not rushing, feeling your hands really touching the floor, your knees on the floor, and everything else pushing off the floor with a sensation of kindness. Okay, so you're going to come to a neutral spine, and I'm going to stretch my right leg to the side. So come to this right leg to the side for a gate pose. So you're going to just reach your leg out, left knee down, right leg up. Okay, you can use the blocks. If this is hard, you can kind of have the blocks here and rise up. And then lean over towards the right, left arm up, and breathe. Nice and slow. See if you can lengthen up, and you're going to bring your hand to the block or to the floor for a variation of like a low knee down half moon. You can have your foot down. You can have your hand on the block, and you can have your hand on your hip. You can have your arm up or lift your leg. All of these can be modified. Just try to bring, instead of having the booty back, try to bring the hips forward, foot down, knee down, hand down. And then slowly bring your hand down. If it was up, bring it down, and slowly come back to hands and knees. And do a little bit of circling here before we do the other side. Just nice and easy, like a little sway, like a little circle here. Acknowledge again the hip, the movement, rounding and arching. Any movement at all. You can even go a little forward and back. And if your wrists are feeling is too much weight, you can change it to fists. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. So come on hands and knees and stretch your left other leg out. Keep it down, coming up. Again, see if you can, instead of having the booty back, have your shoulders over your hips. So start with a nice long torso. See how this feels. Okay, go down a little bit, extending towards the leg, and the other arm goes up, and breathe and lengthen. And even in the effort just to soften, see what you lengthen, how much you can soften your face. And then slowly find the floor. Same, my foot is behind, right hand down, same line, right hand, right knee, left foot, long line, either have the arm up, maybe lift the foot, maybe stay down. You can have the hand on the hip, just bring the hips to the front. So your hips are in line, you're opening. You can also streamline, you can have your hand up and your leg up. Breathe, lower gently, look down, and then bring your knees together. So we're gonna go to child's pose again. This time, just relax your forehead, bring your hands to the feet, and come down to a little cocoon, a little bit of softening down, coming to a nice, gentle child's pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, so come to all fours. Let's come up to our first dog. And we're gonna take about 5 breaths there. I know it's hard to do the down dog, do the best you can. I know it's a lot on the hands, on the wrist, and just do the best you can. So start your breathing, about 5 breaths here. So you can pedal one leg, you can pedal the other. One leg straight, one leg bends, and see what that feels. You can also have the legs super wide and do the same thing, pedaling the feet. Taking your time, pushing the floor, lifting your tail, head between the arms frame the head. And again, you can always, always, always keep the knees bent and really push the hands. And I'd rather you have bent legs and straight torso than rounding and having straight legs and round torso. So straight torso from the hips to the fingers, bent legs if you want. Bring your feet together if they were wide, feet together in the back. Lift one leg. I'm going to start with my right, three-legged dog. Lift as much as you can. Bring it forward. This is called core lunge. So bring it forward, knee comes in, lift your leg, and then try to bring the foot towards the right thumb. If it doesn't make it there, you can help it there. Okay, so right foot forward. Now left hand is down. Your leg is lifted. I'm like in a lunge with my leg lifted, right arm up. Keep the right knee coming forward. Keep the left leg pressing back. Slowly frame the foot. So bring the hand down, frame the front foot, and bring your back knee down. Take a moment here. So you're lunging with your hands down, maybe sinking a little more forward, sinking if you have a little space. These are your legs. Take a moment here, feeling the feet. And we're going to take another twist here. So walk the foot out. And it's going to be a little strange. So we did the right foot down, the left hand in. Do this one again with your knee down. So left hand down, right arm up. So same thing with the knee down. And just to show you from the back, because I'm going to just look at my backs of the room, you're going to bring this top hand inside. So it's called like an awkward twist. So the right hand goes inside the leg. So right foot and right hand, right kind of next to each other. You can also put a block here. And so my arm bone is next to my inner leg, and then take that twist here. You can also bring the hand on the hip. See what you can get. Okay, hand on the hip. So that's awkward twist. And then bring your hand down. And we are set up here for lizard pose. So You can go a little forward. Your foot is really outside. You can even have one of the toes or some part of your foot outside. Go back and forth or circle. Take your time. So really opening the hip, circling here on the hip bone. And then walk your foot back. So you're framing again your right foot forward. And let's come up to the top. Lift your back leg. Step forward. Folding forward again. So I'm going to have a feet a little distance, a little wider. Left hand on left block. Bend the left leg, right arm up. If you want, you can have the hand on fingertips, bending the left leg a lot. You can also have the hand on the waist or on the hip. Lower down, other side. Right hand, block. Bend the right leg, right hand on block or floor or in the middle. Left arm to the hip or up all the way. See how it feels to have the block. Feels really, really good to go a little higher and get more twist here. And slowly folding both legs, folding down. Walk back, take your time to your dog. Walk back to your dog. So come back to this beautiful moment to breathe here. Pushing on the floor, pushing the feet, lifting your tail. Feet together in the back, left leg high. As high as you can. Bring it in, core lunge. Take your time, look at your feet, at your hands. Step forward, walk it there, help it there, make it there. Before you bring the knee down, acknowledge your legs, what they're doing. Right hand down, left arm up. You're still with the leg lifted in the back. Powerful leg in the back. Breathe here. Now bring your hand down, bring your knee down. And just stay here. Okay, you can slide your hips a little forward, see how that feels. So if this doesn't happen, just scissor your legs. Go down, see how much that feels, how much you can go. Shifting back, shifting forward, or just have hands here on each side of your foot on the block. Okay, one more time. The twist with the hand, with the knee down. So right hand down, left foot is forward, left arm is up. And also you can always remember, you can always bring the hand on your low back or your hip. And then you're going to bring it inside. Okay, so you're going to bring it inside. I know it's kind of weird, but you have your left foot forward, your left hand can be on right next to it or on a block, and the block can be even higher. You have your left knee and your left elbow against each other. So use that leverage to press against each other and either twist here with the hand on the hip or all the way up. So do the best you can. You can even just have your shoulder twist, breathe here. Look up at your hand if you want a little more. Lower down. Take your time, lower down. Now, lizard. So your left foot is almost there. So walk it just even more to the edge. You can also lengthen the lower leg. You can pat it. Make something so it feels better on the knee. Go a little back and forth. Or circling. Or any movement here. Or even doing nothing. You can always stay still. This is called the lizard. So you can go on blocks here. The foot is almost outside on an angle. And step your foot back to the middle. And lift your back leg. Hop forward and step forward. Fold down. Forward bending. Very good. Bending your legs as much as you can. Rolling up, hug the belly in, rolling up. One more time to our standing on the mat. arms high, and hands to the heart. One more breath, inhale, and fold your hands to the namaste. Awesome. So we're staying tall, right? At the you're going to use the long side of your mat. So if you're at the top, just turn to your side and step out. Okay, you're going to go to goddess pose from here. So toes out, more like a little wider. Do a little 5-point star. This is called 5-point star. Toes to either corner, fingertips either corner, head high, tail down. Everything pointing up and pressing down. Bend your elbows, 90 degrees, cactus or goal pose, and then knees widen and squat. And just take a moment. We're going to go up again to a 5-point star. Good. Lengthen, lift your lower belly here. And then bend the elbows, bend knees, hands on the legs, hands on the thighs. So we're going to take a little twist here. So nice and slow. Press the hands on the legs and see if you can twist. Bring your shoulder towards the middle or towards the other leg. Keep the legs wide and low. And then other side. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Looking down or looking to the back. And one more. All right, come back to center, hands on the legs. Press, 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 up. And nice standing, just breathe here. You're gonna come to warrior two. So back foot turns in, left foot turns and open. Warrior two, breathe here. So look at my back leg straight, bending the front leg as much as you can, as much as you want. Knee tracking over second, third toe, breathe here. Arm stretch, front and back. Arms are over the hips, shoulders down, look over your top middle finger, breathe here. Now straighten both legs straight, and then this is called reverse triangle. Breathe here, so get a lot of space here in your front side body. And then keep the legs super straight and strong. Arms are going to kind of windmill, and you're going to come slowly to triangle. So it's not how low you go, it's how you maintain the length in your torso. Hand can be on the knee, a little lower or higher. Breathe here. And this hand, again, can be on the hip or even on the back. Look up or look forward or look at your big toe. Bending the front leg just to press and come up. Last thing here, warrior two. Really see if you press the back leg strongly and lift your front heel. Hard to see, but in the warrior two, lift your front heel and dig your toes. Warrior two with the heel lifted. Lower the foot, lower the heel, come back up, turn toes forward, take your hands on your hips, go forward, 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 halfway, slide your hands down the legs, thighs, give yourself a little bit of love to the ankles, to the blocks, breathe here. Legs super wide, toes a little bit more in, and then just walk over to your right leg, maybe both hands or maybe blocks, maybe both hands to the ankles, maybe to the leg. Turn the torso towards the right. Walk center, walk to the other leg. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible, bending a little bit. Folding down straight legs. Coming back to center, let your head be heavy. This is called Prasarita Padottanasana. In many variations, I'm just going to have you fold with your hands under your shoulders or on blocks. And lift and lengthen, flat back, take a breath. Lengthen and then rebend. Bend your legs, hands transfer to the legs, inhale, and come on up. Just come to forward so we can rest a little bit the legs, and we'll do the other side. Just take a moment, relax, and bend your legs. And we'll do that little windshield wiper or helicopter hands just to relax. Just recover. So you can keep your gaze facing forward, or you can even allow your shoulders and your gaze to go a little bit more behind. And I'm going really slow. You can add a little bit more. Just keep breathing. And if you want more cardio and more strength and more effort, you can bring your hands overhead and twist, overhead and twist. So you can keep it, again, be mindful how much you want to put effort. Start slowing down. Hands come in and breathe here and feel the pumping, the vibrations, the buzzing, or maybe whatever you feel, acknowledge. Maybe it just feels good to stop. That's totally great. Feet on the floor, step out comfortably. We're going to go straight to the warrior two. So turn the foot out, back foot instead of out, turn in a little bit. Slide or slowly bend the front, bending as much as you can, really tracking your knee towards your third toe. So see if you can open it up. You can even physically open it out. Back leg straight, engage your glute, add your arms. You're going forward with your knee. We tend to go there. Try to have your torso in the middle of your leg. So really acknowledge the back leg so you're not leaning forward. Torso, shoulders, and hips align. Look to your right. Straighten slowly the front leg. This is called reverse the triangle. Breathe here. And slowly pressing all the toes, engaging everything in the front, hips. And then from here, just keep your legs as they are. Windmill your hands to triangle. So again, keep your length in your torso. Extend over your front thigh, and the hand can just land over the knee, below the knee, even higher. And your top hand can go even behind you. Just have these stacking shoulders, hip lengthen of your rib cage. You can gaze up or down. Really pressing the big toe. Bending the front leg again, coming warrior two. And then lift your front heel. See if you can really dig on the toes. Lift your front heel. See that power, that legs, the front thigh. Bring the heel down, straighten, and turn the toes in. Walk them in, heel toe. Very good. All right. And just do one-legged Tadasana for a little bit of balance. So if you want, just put one weight on more your preferred leg. Lift the leg as high as you want it. Knee comes high. Flex your foot if you want. Acknowledge the sensation. Turn on a wall if you want to. A little higher and step it down. Very simple, right? So if your mat sometimes makes you like you need to go on the floor or on a carpet, just do it, lift it, and just really widen the space in your toes and the leg that is staying, widen. So you're really widen the area that is staying. Lift your left knee, gaze at something in front of you. You can add your hands if you want, or keep your hands together close to your body. Lift a little higher. So cute, Ethel. Beautiful, beautiful. Concentrate, breathe. lower down. Awesome. And just shake it all out. Shake one leg, shake the hands, shake the elbows, shake your shoulders. Yeah, do a little wiggle, wiggle, little hula hoop here. All right, we're gonna go to the floor. Please take your time. So go gracefully if you wanna go gracefully. If you wanna take a breath, huge breath as you lift and then fly down, dive down, take your time. Last dog, please. So hands on the floor, step back. This is your last dog. Dog shape, tail high, pressing down. And gently bring your knees down. All right, so you're going to come to a little bit of twisting here. I'm just gonna give you a little time while you set up. Okay, so one leg in, one leg out. One leg straight, one leg in like a, yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just gonna just make it a little bit. There's a lot of space in the front. There. Awesome. Okay, so this already is a big effort by having one leg open, one foot inside the top of your leg in the in groin. My heel is almost to the seam of the beginning of your leg. And just allow your shoulders to be over your hips. So nice sitting bone. You can put also a blanket under your sit bones. You're gonna go to the bend knee, hand on next to your hip and arm over. And then other side, nice and slow. Lateral stretch, good. And then this time, this is called the stargazer. So this right hand is gonna go a little behind the hip, right behind the hip, right here, like that. And you're gonna bring your arm swinging like a cut. You're gonna go on the knee, and this is your stargazer. Good. Look up, look down, slowly lower, 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 lower. Very good. Awesome. Now from here, you're gonna do a little bit of what we call half cow. So this leg, the one bend, you're gonna just kind of bring it out, bring the leg in. This is called your cow face. So one leg over, the heel comes to the opposite hip. You can stay here. The leg on the floor is bent or straight. You can fold. You can bring your hands next to your side of your foot or your leg and fold. And slowly, slowly, slowly coming up. Allow this leg to open. Widen both legs out. Just for a breath, hands can be in the front, on the sides, or in the back. And then feet together, butterfly. Hands on knees, hands behind, ankles or toes. And then other side, just bring one foot in, one leg out. Nice and strong, shoulders to the side. The arm can be bent or arcing over. Other side. I started the wrong way, but that's okay. And then this top hand is going to go sliding behind. See that is kind of next to your hip, behind your hip. You're going to go slicing like an arm slicing up over the ear, hips forward, gaze to your hand, and slowly come down. Take your time to lower, lower, lower. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. All right. And then this leg goes across. So the leg bent goes out over, bring the other leg in, go Mukasana. So even if it goes a little bit more to past the midline, that's great. You can stay here. The foot full pose for Aya, if she wants to, you can bring the both legs. She can probably do this. It's called the shoelace in the yin, but you can do this cow face, one leg forward, folding forward if you want, or keeping up straight. And breathing here. This is where we practice again, effortless breathing. Slowly come up and do that. Open both legs, the straddle. Breathe here. And then slowly you can bring the hands on the inside, bring the legs wide, feet together, bring them closer, or have a little diamond shape, hands, knees, or behind. Breathe here. If you're itchy to go forward, get long, and walk your hands a little forward if you want to, whatever you want. All right, coming up, you're gonna bring your hands outside your knees, kind of bring your knees towards each other, separate your feet a little wider. You're gonna come to boat pose. This is our last effort, and we're gonna, after this, go to the floor. So you can hold the legs, you can bring your hands behind, you can lift your legs floating like a boat pose, legs long, air bent. Many variations, just don't round your spine. Cup your hand, your torso, leaning back strongly. You can probably feel your core really coming to a nice energized, waking up the torso, hold the legs, or reach to your feet. If you round, like I start rounding, I go back and try to reset. Breathe here. And then feet down, roll down, take your time. If you want, use your elbows or no elbows as you roll back. And you're going to hug your knees in. So we're going to go back to being on your back and just stay here. So you're going to just hug your knees in, squeeze your belly, relax your head and side to side. Relax your neck and close your eyes if you want. Keep your knees pressed to your chest, to your ribs. Soften your low back if you want. Little rock and roll, that's great. That Navasana always is sometimes really works your back. One foot down, left foot down. All right. And then this knee, you can just kind of open it, encourage it to kind of circle with your hand or no hand. Do the other side, reverse the circle. All right. In and out. Then lift your foot a little higher. External rotation. Place the foot on the top of your knee. Or rock a little side to side if you like. Massage your low back, your hips. You can add, you can stay. Feel the shape, what it does. Feel how it feels. You can even go up and down the legs. Give you some relaxation with your hands. You can also lift the bottom leg, bring both legs closer. Try also rocking here. You can also extend the back leg if you want to extend it, and maybe lift, maybe reach for your toe. Maybe you don't reach, maybe peace finger Grab the big toe, maybe not, and you can rock here. Very good. Release it, rebend it, foot on the ground. Stay with the shape and see if you can lengthen everything, keeping the little bit of that um, figure 4 with the extended leg. If it's too much, rebend it, do the best you can. And then allow your leg to slowly go down, slide it down, and drop it out. Arms reach out, toes point, fingers lengthen, arms long, hands back to the body, feet down, hold the legs in and rock. Right foot stays, foot on the ground. Either open the leg a little bit out and in, or just no hand or hand. And return, change. Nice and slow, really open it out, really bring it in. All right, open the leg, like lift your foot a little bit. So external rotation, lift your toe, lift your heel, place the heel, the foot on, not here, just really outside. Flex your toes, breathe here. You can rock. Hands on the legs if you want, press them away. Up and down if you like, and then lift. Do whatever you like to do here. You can go also grabbing through and extend the back leg. Maybe bring it closer, maybe grab a strap, maybe bring your toe, fingertips, grab your big toe, breathe here. And then you can also kind of go like that. You don't have to do anything I'm doing. You can just stay in the first option, bending the leg, floor, foot to the floor, breathe here. And then if it's okay, you can slide, keeping the leg as is, slide it, slide it, slide it, slide it, until you feel that your foot can lengthen down. If not, just keep a little bend. See if that doesn't make it, doesn't make it. And then slowly foot almost crossing at the ankles, and then release it. Let the feet drop. Arms go overhead, lengthen, point the toes. And let's get a little bit of a side bend here. Walk the feet to the right. Walk the arms to the right. You can also hold the elbows. Create a little crescent pose. We're almost done. Last one. Walk the feet out. Walk the shoulders back. Walk to the other side. Shoulders kind of jimmy. Walk the legs same side to the left shoulders, to the feet shoulder. You can go also back if it's too much. I felt it's too much. Shoulders are on the floor, hips are on the floor. Come back to center. Coming back with the feet. And one more time. This is our last piece, happy baby. So any happy baby. See if you're happier now. And you can rock. You can want more effort. You can bring your hands to your toes, to your big toe, to your pinky toes, to your heels, inside or outside. Or you can just stay in this one. So feel whatever you like to do. You can also kind of bring your hands, if you have it a little more, if you want a little bit of legs over your head, just fun, or stay in your happy baby. Any happy baby, anything at all. Knees coming to your armpits, shins vertical, heels pointing your heels, flexing your feet. You can also grab the bottom of the toe mounts behind the toes. That feels good in your hands. Your hands pull down, your feet push up. Awesome. Just bring your knees in. Last pose is just giving yourself a super hug, nose to the knees. Squeeze your knees together. Make a pucker face, lemon face, weird face, squeeze face, eyes, tail, shoulders, toes, hands, feet, belly, everything tight, and then open up. So you go to your Shavasana either with the feet, knees wide like a book and feet together, hands on belly and heart, or a mole, opening the legs wide and the arms out, the palms up. Let yourself rest here in any of your preferred letting go or your final pose. Your final pose before you go, please take a breath in through your nose and a lion's breath. You go and you make a big sigh out with your tongue out. And you can roll your eyes up to the forehead. So take a breath in, lion's breath. You make a sound in your throat. And one more, breathing in through the nose. Either stick your tongue out, roll your eyes up, close your mouth, stick your tongue back in, and start just going back to what we started, to that kindness, to that gratitude, to the acknowledgement of the body, to the sensation of the body resting, to the allowing the body to come still and rest. So this is the final and important pose to replenish here what we did. This is where you recover and find that each breath, each emptying, each exhale brings you that sensation of resting and recovering. That each breath again and each exhale relaxes you and calms you more to the ground. Soften your eyes. Soften your teeth, your tongue, your mouth, your lips, your jaw, your shoulders, belly. Taking about 5 minutes here, I'm going to just guide you just a tiny bit while you rest to help you a little bit to touch areas that I mentioned and see that you soften those areas, starting with the crown of your head, resting, feeling almost like an opening at the crown of your head, and sensing that there is a breath that is energy that is going to clear, that is going to soften through that portal and soften your forehead and your cheekbones, the temples, and the skin around the eyes and the jaw, the mouth, the chin and the throat. Always a little more present, a little bit more, let it go a little bit more. There's always to let go. Feel the breath softening. Feel that's almost like a sensation of something brushing the tension, brushing away, painting the tension out. Soften your shoulders, your lungs, your chest, your heart. And soften through the collarbones, through the arms, the elbows, the wrists, and all the fingers. And feel the hands heavy. Feel the energy from shoulder to fingers, relaxing the weight of your arms to the floor. And make this beautiful quality of that energy that is coming in through the head, to the belly, to the navel, to the hips, and to the lower part of your belly, lower part of your tail. Soften your belly. And feel here how the belly a little bit rising and falling. Very, very almost that only you can sense it. Nobody else could probably see it. Relax your thigh bones. Feel that energy rising all the way to the thigh bones, to the knees, and the lower legs, the ankles, the toes. Relax your toes out. Feel the energy kind of soothing out all the way through the toes and the bottom of your feet. Relaxing the toes, feeling the toes and the feet heavy and the thighs coming heavier. Feeling this almost like a healing energy through the crown all the way to the bottom of your feet. Feel the top of your body almost coming heavier on the bottom of your body. Feel the bottom of your body melting to your mat and to the earth. Feel all the bones resting, the muscles, what comprises the fascia, all those nerve endings, all those filaments and organs, all those threads, what comprises in between our body, what holds the bones together, the muscles, all the circulation of the blood. Relax your back body, the back, your back of your hips and your low back, your mid back and back of your shoulders, your throat, your back of your neck, the back of your head, and you come back to the crown of your head. If there's other areas in your body that I missed, please, with your own imagination, your visualization, sending that healing prana or energy or magnetism of the powerful of the mind to soften and dissolve. Sometimes all the tightness and the tension gives you sensation that something is wrong, something is painful, and sometimes it's just holding on and tightening, break circulation to allow things to open, get free and calm so we can dissolve and relax. I'm going to very gently start helping you to come out. You are completely welcome to stay in your Shavasana, in your resting pose, as most of us are going to start coming back to our lives. Start breathing a little deeper, acknowledging the energy, the breath, the prana traveling through the nose, through your whole body, waking up your toes, your fingers. Flex and point if you want to. Maybe lengthen your arms overhead. Maybe bring your feet a little closer together and lengthen whichever way you want to stretch out the lazy way. You can just bend your legs also and take a moment. Don't rush through these coming out. Never come out fast. Never undo that relaxation. Make it last a little longer. This sensation of truly feeling your body is what we're looking for. So allow it to not dissolve and continue so you can keep it maybe through the rest of the weekend. You're going to roll maybe to one side. If you have space to your right, go to your right. Gently come up. And we come back to where we started. Either sitting back on the blanket or you can remain for the last part lying down. You can also mute my video and rest maybe 10, 15 minutes, how much time you need it. Your body is open to listen and have a little common sense of what your body needs today. If we are sitting, just to acknowledge again the spinal column, the shoulders down, and having a nice sensation that your chin is not forward or up or back, and your hands can rest on your knees around your legs or thighs, and you can have your hands up or down. Just taking another moment to kind of invite the compassion, the resilience, the patience, the virtues that are making us more simple and more intuitive to what we are, how we are, and who we are. And with a nice sensation of lifting the hands off the right, the left, maybe both hands, lifting up off your knees, folding the hands gently. So feel before you touch your hands a little bit of that energy, like sometimes the Tai Chi energy of something like you have a little ball, right? In between your hands, you can soften your hands and have that ball. You have one hand on the top and then switch it. And then just have the hands to each other and switch it. So imagine you have a little ball in between your hands and you're folding it over, down. You can have your hands up and down. And you can have your hands here up and down a little bit. You can close the hands or almost touching. And then out a little sides, out and in, almost like you're sensing how the breath is up and down, up and down, up and down. And then even like to the side, to the side, the side, and then rolling. Just have that little ball again, a little ball of energy. Heal your hands and bring that energy to center. Doesn't matter which hand, on the front, on the top. Soften to your heart. Hands to prayer and bow. So thank you, everybody, for your practice and for your support and your presence. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm just going to stop the recording.